I'm now gonna show you my everyday makeup application. So the first thing I do for my makeup routine is start with an SPF eye cream. This is an eye cream by Philosophy, and the GOPURE eye cream does not have SPF in it. I still love to use the eye serum because of all the wonderful anti-aging benefits, but I do like to use a separate eye cream just to make sure my eyes are protected from the sun. So I just take out a little bit on my ring finger and I tap it all the way around. And I've waited for that serum that I put on to sink in, so this is just adding another layer of protection, and it's a cream. Perfectly fine to use an eye serum and then layer on the cream afterwards. So I let that sink in, I tap it all the way around my eye, making sure to hit the crow's feet area. And then the next step is to use a BB or CC cream, and my favorite one that I love to use is by Yensa. It's a full coverage BB plus CC cream foundation and has SPF 40. So I just like to put some on the back of my hand and then I'll dot it around my face just to start the application process. And then I'll use this brush, this foundation brush that I love from Beauty Pie. I use this brush to really work the product into my skin just in circular motion. And my skin is already really hydrated from that vitamin C cream that I put on. It creates a really nice canvas for the makeup to go over. And I like to just keep some on the back of my hand so I can tap more in as I need for more application. And this BBCC cream is buildable, so you can layer it on as you need. And I usually will put a little extra coverage here on my forehead because that's where I have most of my melasma and hyperpigmentation. My skin is already more evened out. I just love this product. Then the next thing I like to apply to fight the dark circles under my eyes is this Cover FX orange product. It's orange colored so that it can cancel out the darkness under my eyes. So I just take some on my ring finger here and I tap it right over the dark areas. And I don't use too much. I don't want to go overboard. And then I like to follow that up with my favorite concealer. It's NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and my shade is Creme Brulee. And I'll just tap a little bit under my eye area here. I'm almost 45 and I've got a lot of fine lines and wrinkles around my eye area, so I keep the concealer right here. I don't use concealer all the way out here because I think that only works if you're younger and you have really, really young looking skin where you don't have fine lines for the concealer to settle into. I keep it really controlled right under my eye because that's the area that I'm trying to actually cover up the dark circles. I'm not trying to contour and highlight my face. I'm just trying to use concealer to brighten up my dark under eyes. I like to use this applicator brush from Moda. I love this brush. It's so easy to apply the concealer with a brush like this. It blends the orange base that I put on with the creamy concealer and just makes my eyes look a lot brighter. Before I do anything else, I like to swipe on my Babe Lash Eyelash Serum. I use this every morning to help lengthen my eyelashes and make them a little bit fuller, and it definitely works. And I just open it up and I swipe once over this eyelash line and then once over this eyelash line. And that's it. You don't have to go back in and take another application out. It's one and done. And then I like to let that dry. And while that's drying, I'll put on my powder. I love to use this brush from Complex Culture for my powder brush. They have a lot of wonderful brushes. They're all vegan and they're super, super soft. I really, really love this line of brushes. So I will use my Beauty Pie loose setting powder in translucent, and I'll just tap some onto the cap here. And then I use the brush to really press in the powder to set that makeup that I just applied. So I love that the brush is really soft, but the bristles are pretty dense. It really helps to set the product. Then the next step is bronzer, and I like to use this Hoola Benefit bronzer. I use a bronzer really just to warm up my face. I'm not contouring on an everyday basis, so I use this all over powder brush from Beauty Pie. I love that it's really, really big and I can just pick up some of the product in here. And then I really just sweep it across my face where the sun would normally hit, just to warm up my face. And then I'm usually doing a little bit on my neck so it blends in. Before we move on, I wanted to call out that I always protect my neck with SPF. So I have this Color Science SPF 50 mineral brush-on sunscreen, and I'll apply it to my neck just to make sure my neck is covered. And I will take this with me on the go and reapply it every couple hours, especially if I'm out in the sun, so that I'm always getting SPF protection, because I'll put on my Yensa SPF 40 BBCC cream, but that's not gonna last me all day. I will take this with me so that I can apply my sunscreen and be protected throughout the day. So the next up is blush. I love to use this Hourglass blush. It's Iridescent Flash from the Ambient Strobe Lighting Blush collection. I just take this brush here, I just pick some product up and I just sweep it across my cheeks, just to give my face some color. And then next I move on to my brows, and I like to use this Goof Proof brow pencil from Benefit. In my shade, it's 2.5. It's definitely the shade for blonde hair. I like that it has two sides. It has the side with the pencil and it has the side with the spoolie. I just take the spoolie and I brush my brows. Then I apply the brow pencil, and I like that it's angled. It's really easy to apply. Just filling in my brows. And you can already see what a difference that makes in my brows. Then I'll do the other side. The last step I do for brows, I set my brows with some clear brow gel from Benefit. It's their 24-hour brow setter. And I just use this to just keep those brows in place. It lasts all day. So now my brows are done. And then the next step is eyeshadow, and I keep my eyeshadow really, really basic because I have hooded eyes, and if I spend a lot of time doing my eyeshadow, nobody can really see it anyway. But I have this palette from Lorac that I love. It has all these beautiful colors in it. I'll just use a fluffy brush like this one, and I'll just pick up like a light color like this one here. I'll just sweep that over my lid just to brighten up the eye area a little bit. And then what I normally do is I'll take a smaller brush like this one, and I'll pick up a darker brown shade, this one here, the Cool Taupe, and I'll just apply it right above the fold of my eye. Because I have hooded eyes, I'm trying to create the illusion that I don't have hooded eyes. Then I'll do the same thing on the other eye, just to add a little bit of drama to my eyes here. It's just a simple look. And then what I usually do is go in with my finger and just pick up one of these really, really light shades here, like this one here. It's like a little shimmery shade, and I'll put it on the inner corner of my eye, just to brighten up my eye a little bit. And then I will take this black navy eye pencil from Mally. I just use it underneath my eyes. And I'll just smudge it with my fingers if I need to blend it in a little bit. Just to give my eyes a little definition. Then the last step for the eyes is mascara. I like to use my trusty Shu Uemura eyelash curler. So I prep my lashes. And this is where you really get to see that that lash serum I'm using is working, because my lashes look pretty long. The mascara that I like to use is Roller Lash by Benefit. My lashes, so they're really long, but this helps to lift them up and provide some curl. So you can see the difference there. I'll apply some on the other eye. And there, we're done with the eyes. And then the very last step is my favorite step, the lip, I love to put a pop of color on my lip. And the lip product that I've been loving lately is this Power Peptide Lip Balm from Iris and Romeo. And I love that this is a lip product that provides skincare benefits like peptides to help smooth out my lips and make them look more youthful. So I use this lip brush from Morphe and I apply it right onto my lips. And it's super, super hydrating. It's like a lip balm, but it's got that pop of color, which I love for my everyday look. And that's it, you guys. That is my quick and easy everyday makeup look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy your 10-piece skincare set from GOPURE Beauty.